Let's see what Lila is up to in Season 3 of The Enchanted Library. The Enchanted Library, Season 3, The Missing Dragon. The Peaceful Library. The Enchanted Library was peaceful once again. Golden lanterns glowed softly above the tall bookshelves. Magical dust floated through the air as ancient books quietly hovered between the shelves. In the middle of the library stood Lila, an 8-year-old girl with a purple cloak and a small satchel by her side. Beside her, the little green baby dragon fluttered happily, flying from book to book. For the first time in a long while, everything felt calm. But peace in the Enchanted Library never lasts forever. The dragon is missing. The next morning, Lila woke up to an unusual silence. Normally, the baby dragon would be flying around the library, knocking books over and making tiny sparks of fire. But today, the dragon was nowhere to be found. Lila searched behind the shelves. She looked under the reading tables. She even checked the tall ladder near the oldest books. But the baby dragon was gone. A strange feeling filled her heart. Something was very wrong. The glowing claw marks. Then Lila noticed something on the floor. 3 glowing claw marks scratched across the wooden boards of the library. They shimmered with a mysterious blue light. Lila knelt down and touched the marks carefully. They were still warm. Whatever made them had only just left. And suddenly, Lila knew. Someone had taken the dragon. The Ancient Book of Paths. Lila rushed to the center of the library where the Ancient Book of Paths rested on a stone pedestal. This magical book revealed hidden places across the enchanted world. As Lila opened the book, the pages began to glow. Golden light spilled into the room. Slowly, an image appeared on the page. A dark and mysterious valley surrounded by tall cliffs. A message appeared beneath it. The Valley of Echoing Shadows. That was where the dragon had been taken. Without hesitation, Lila packed her satchel and began her journey. The Forest of Whispering Trees. The path first led her through the Forest of Whispering Trees. Tall, twisted trees stretched toward the sky. Soft, glowing spirits floated between the branches like tiny stars. The wind whispered strange voices through the leaves. Turn back. But Lila kept walking. She would not stop until she found her dragon. The Valley of Echoing Shadows. After a long journey, Lila finally reached the valley shown in the magical book. Dark cliffs surrounded the land like giant walls. Thick, glowing fog drifted slowly across the ground. Every sound echoed strangely through the valley. Then Lila heard something, a small, frightened roar. The dragon! The crystal cage. In the center of the valley stood a glowing crystal cage. Inside it was the baby dragon. The little creature struggled and flapped its wings, trying to escape. "Hold on!" Lila shouted as she ran toward it. But suddenly, a tall shadow stepped forward from the mist. The hooded figure. A mysterious hooded figure stood beside the cage. In their hand was a glowing dark staff. Storm clouds gathered above the valley. "You came," the figure said quietly. Lila stood bravely between the stranger and the dragon. "Let him go," she demanded. The figure raised the staff. For a moment, the air filled with magical energy. Then suddenly, the crystal cage cracked. The rescue. With a burst of glowing light, the cage shattered into pieces. The baby dragon flew straight into Lila's arms. She hugged the dragon tightly as magical sparks filled the valley. But when Lila looked up again, the hooded figure was gone. The valley was silent. The dragon was safe. Together, Lila and her small friend returned home to the Enchanted Library. At last, everything seemed peaceful again. Or so it seemed. The final cling hanger. Late that night, something strange happened. Deep beneath the mountains, a massive, ancient stone gate began to crack open. Glowing light leaked through the cracks. Slowly, silently, something enormous moved in the darkness behind the gate. And far away in the Enchanted Library, the ancient Book of Paths suddenly opened by itself. A new message appeared on the glowing page. The first gate has awakened, and this time the danger was far greater than a missing dragon.